welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful and prosperous day.
Okay, wait. I want to be a boss ass bitch. Never leave your friends at a party by themselves. You are my love.
Oh, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful and prosperous day. Kisses to you all. So today we are doing a kisses. Okay. So today we are doing a fun video. Quarantine Chronicles. We don't have on PJs today because I didn't coordinate that. Anyways, we're gonna be giving you the tea about college. So I'm gonna let my guest hosts introduce themselves.
I'm Monte. You can follow me at him.monte on all social media platforms.
Look, I'm trying to look my credentials up because I don't remember what my Instagram name is. But my name is Louise, and y'all can follow me on Instagram at iam.tlouise.
Period. So they'll be somewhere in the video. So we're gonna start off with, I'm repping my college, as you can see, Middle Tennessee State University. Go Blue Raiders. Where'd y'all go to?
We went to Memphis.
Went to university.
Well, I went to two schools. When I left Memphis, I ended up going to film school. That was.
Don't mind my niece. She's hungry for Doritos.
At Doritos.
Here.
Why you say mommy love? Tell them.
Okay, but
Okay, so back to the video.
What school? What school did you go to?
I went to MTSU. They said I went to.
we went to the University of Memphis. Yeah, University of Memphis. It was a PWI.
Yeah.
Okay,
So yeah, Memphis was a PWI.
It was a PWI in the hood, just like the White House.
Well, I'll say.
Not like the White House.
I really didn't see.
Did I say a lie? Did I say a lie?
I don't know where it's at, so I don't know.
It is in the hood.
But let me tell y'all, TSU, now that's in the hood. Okay, so how did y'all come about choosing a PWI versus a HBCU? Because we all black. So how did y'all... Me personally, if UCLA had accepted me, I would have went to UCLA. No questions about it. MTSU was not my first choice. But they were a choice when they offered me a free full ride scholarship, basically. So, yeah, I took it. Hands down.
Well,
TSU would have been a never for me. I'm black.
Okay, wait. Pause.
I'm proud black, but that's the ghetto.
We're gonna get up. We're gonna
okay,
stop.
let's not down TSU now because they homecoming is hot.
They homecoming is hot, but somebody gets shot. The day
it don't be
start.
It don't be TSU kids, okay, y'all. Like you gotta think about what's around TSU.
Now,
the environment.
No, listen. My mama used to work for the police department. I hope nobody sees this and knew her, but she used to work in the police department. So like a lot of the stuff that would happen in the neighborhoods around, and they would automatically say TSU this, TSU that. But a lot of the stuff was just happening in the project.
But I will back it up. Anytime MTSU and TSU collaborated on a party, that's when stuff went left. Like,
because you got a lot of Memphis people that be there, you got a lot of Nashville people. You got to think about the crossing of that.
Yeah, the MTSU and the TSU.
I blame it on the Memphis people. See, I was in Memphis.
Because MTSU acts civilized by ourselves.
What are all y'all's statuses now at college?
I am confused.
I'm an entrepreneur who dropped out of college because it was too expensive and it was a scam.
I am a college graduate with a bachelor's degree.
No disrespect to my lawyer over here, So hey, some people I feel like people like that do stuff like you. I feel like you need to go to school. You can't just can't practice law without a degree.
I wish I could. I wish I could be Ken.
She did do that, didn't she?
But she's going about it like
she got the
loop.
intern to the system. so to speak.
But she can use that to
She
get her
was
law
becoming
degree.
a lawyer.
Like
She's
if
going
you
to school.
shadow under a lawyer for
As
so
far as what
long,
she said.
then that opens the opportunity in certain states for you to be able to practice
Law.
without actually going to law school. So that's
And you
what
gotta think
she's
about where
doing.
she at too. You know, she out there. in
What kind of
LA.
power she has, and she does have power. We have to admit. She was.
Okay.
All right. What was your first impression of college as a senior in high school?
I thought when I was a senior, I was like, okay, I could only go based off the experience I had already had at Nashville State. But when I got to Memphis, it was a much larger platform. It was pretty much what I, thought it would be. I was already used to the college workload, so it wasn't a surprise to me. But the one thing that did surprise me is how many girls at 7 o'clock had a full face of makeup, heels on, outfit dressed head to toe. I'm like, okay, y'all refund chick outfits. Like, for real, like, I had on my t-shirt and my sweatpants. I'm going to class. I'm not here to dress up for nobody. That was one thing that I just really kind of didn't expect in college. That was you, Tamara. Was that you? You did that in school? You would dress up and stuff?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. I don't want to know. But, like, that was one thing that kind of shocked me.
Now.
And then definitely just like how many people was on campus. That was a lot. It was so many people. Like, I felt like I was being swallowed whole the first year there. But after that, it was pretty much okay after that. But I just kind of just lost my drive. Was it the second year we was there?
Yeah.
Second year, yeah.
Okay. What was your impression of college?
My first impression
As a-
of college in high school was like, I would have been the first, person to go to college or whatever. So, in a way, I felt like a moral obligation, so to speak. But at the same time, it was something I wanted to do or whatever. Because who doesn't want to get away from home or think of aspiring to do better. But when you get to college, it's definitely something else.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Not always what you expect.
yeah, not always what you expected. So when I actually got there, I took a tour just to see the campus or whatever and stuff like that, and it was nice, and I did it, I enjoyed it. To be honest, the only reason I went, because my mom told me she wasn't going to help me pay for nothing else. Once
Yeah.
okay.
So it was
Everything
almost
else
like
was
you
nothing
felt like
else
you had to go, almost.
Yeah, so to speak, yeah. So many people were so proud of me, you know what I'm saying? I'm the firstborn, so.
But then it's like when you get out of high school with Mitch, it's like almost like you gotta go to college, or it's like, what are you gonna have after that?
Yeah.
For me, I guess it was like, since I always knew like law was like my pursuit in the end, like I knew I had to go to college. Like it wasn't never a choice, because like we did criminal justice, and I wanted to be a homicide detective, and then I got into like law. But you gotta be a police officer, and I wasn't down with that. So that's how I got into law. So I like knew I had to go to school. Like there was no way around it. But like my goal was like in high school, in middle school, elementary school, from like little bitty person on, they like, when you get to this grade, they're not gonna accept this. When you get to this grade, they're not gonna accept this. When you get to
all the time
when you get to high school, you can't do this.
Shoot.
So it's like when I got to college, it was like I could do what I want to do.
And skipping class and still get to work.
Period. So it was
Look,
like
it still was accounted for attendance.
College is a slack off, really.
Yeah, college, like when they
You have
say
the
like,
opportunity.
yeah, you don't have to go. Like you don't have to go. So like if you go in with the mindset that you finna go have fun, stay your asses at home, because you
But
paying
it's not all about fun.
you paying
Yeah.
$6,000
To have
a
fun.
So
semester.
is this y'all's view of what college could and couldn't be for a lot of people, depending
Yeah, 'cause
on
a
the
lot of
person that you
people-
are?
College is fun.
Yeah.
Parties are fun, the step shows, all
It depends on
that,
how
but
you react.
it's
Yeah.
like,
And what
if
you're
that's
wanting
all
at the
you
end,
doing,
yeah,
if that's all you
Because
doing, there's no
how
point
you
in
go
doing that.
in.
You
It's all about preparation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the know-how and the knowledge of it all.
Because you
Yeah.
can't party and not go to class.
no,
like,
because I've seen.
But you can. I'm not gonna say that you can't cook,
You can't.
baby.
You can learn to do it.
And you came accustomed.
Yes.
But if you don't know how
You
to
learn to
balance
manage.
You learn
Balance
to
the
manage.
two.
if you don't know how to balance it, because I started school, they had like a program where you can be on campus and you can get like accustomed. You do like one class for like fake, so you're getting into that routine. Into your shoes, like you can go in the summertime, you can move into your dorm. Like it was like a program. It was like 200 of us, and it's like by the end of the year, like everybody I hadn't met. Like half of them didn't even make it to second year because they didn't never go to class. It's like it's 12 o'clock. You just walking around cafeteria like you ain't never in
What's
no
the one with the
class.
Frosh camp? You know what I'm talking about?
Frosh Camp was like for like you to connect with people. We never went there though. That's why I didn't know a lot of the freshmen. But I know for me, like I made sure my classes was in the morning because I know in the afternoon, if I got a 12 o'clock class, by 12 o'clock, I'm not going to want to go to class. My brain is fresh in the morning. I got to go first thing in the morning. If not, I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
I ain't never had no 8 a.m.
I had 8
Did
a.m.
y'all-
and 7 o'clock.
Snow, what were your guys' thought processes before college? What did you expect college to be like for you individually?
Fun.
Like, what was your out goal in the beginning? Like, what were you looking for?
Like I went to school for film, so I wanted to go to school. I was majoring in mass communications, with a concentration in film production. And like when I got there, I'm like, okay, because I was already halfway through my freshman year, so I was like, okay, I'm finna go to school. I'm finna learn about film. And then it was like I got there, and it was like all these basic courses, and I'm like, well, when am I gonna learn about film? And then when I would talk to my advisor, she would be like, oh, well, you won't be, learning about film until this year. And I'm like, well, what am I paying all this money for? I'm majoring in film, but it's like I just felt like I was wasting my time almost. And it's like I'm here to learn something. That's what I'm gonna learn.
A few moments later.
Oh, God, I hated that. But that's what we get because first 2 weeks of college, what was we doing? Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, Candy Express, Oh, when all that shit there, you want that shit.
But can
But
you
when
get
you
it?
can't buy that shit, you still want it.
We could eat.
Where's it different?
We could eat in the cafeteria, but we couldn't eat at the restaurant.
But we didn't want the noodles in the cafeteria.
I know,
because the
we didn't want the
cafeteria was
pizzas
nasty.
and the macaronis and,
No, some days they had good stuff.
No, but it was like a old Ryan's or something, like a Ryan's.
Yeah, I didn't
like a
want no
buffet.
Ryan's.
But they had.
I didn't
I know
want no
one time
Golden
we
Corral.
had Ryan.
I don't even know a Ryan's.
Okay, let's talk about your first college party. Okay, so my first college party, I helped my best friend move into her apartment, and then I had just heard about the parties. Like this was because I was so used to being on campus, and like they would do like illegal shit in the dorms. Like we weren't really supposed to be doing nothing. So this was like right when everybody was on campus, like school was in session. They threw the first party. So I'm like, I heard about this party. We going, let's go. And all I wanted really to be in college was to like be the one who was known. Like I wanted to step outside my comfort zone than I was in high school. Like I knew people, but I didn't really know people. Like I wasn't just unpopular, but I wasn't the most popular. So I wanted to be like one of those people in college. So we went to the party, and let me tell y'all, they be finessing at the doors. Okay, get there early. Because the longer you in that line,
We didn't make no PC.
We went to the free party.
no,
The house
Well,
party.
we went to the house because in a sense we did know people, but we gonna let.
Go ahead.
no, yeah, no,
Tell your story. Do your thing.
all
Go
our
ahead,
parties,
sister.
they was taxing like $10 off top at the door.
What kind of parties was they? House parties?
No,
You
no.
parties?
They had them like at real places.
Yeah, they was at the club.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
never see. I didn't trust them types.
No, the Elks. Everybody know about the Elks.
Oh, it was back in the day. Used to be the shit. I ain't go because obviously I couldn't, but my mom used to come on my head white.
Yeah, the Elks. The Elks was
Listen
lit.
to that.
So get there early. Know the party people. Okay, in every college, it's a set. It's a group.
You
That
got to know.
They go the same parties, and you gonna get accustomed to which group throw the best parties. Like for us, it was a group called First Flight. Like they threw the best fucking parties. Like
If you a bad bitch, they might give you a pass. You know,
Mhm.
that's why we used to
Yeah.
go to not.
And
We
so-
had friends.
yeah,
There was bad bitches.
And I ain't gonna
Not that we not.
I ain't gonna name drop him because I know him from when he was DJing at the college parties. But he is a real famous producer now. So
we can name drop. We know who you talking about.
y'all can name drop.
Take
Really know the groups. Come with a plan. Like if you traveling in groups, like do not leave your friends. Don't do it.
Because
I'm
I want to be a boss ass bitch. Never leave your friends at a party by themselves.
Rule number 2: if an ugly nigga trying to get your friend number, tell him to back the fuck up. Like back up, because so many people.
Or twerk on her and act
It's
like
okay to be a pop blocker. It's okay. Sometimes,
okay.
you know.
No, that ass.
Or protect the dead. Now,
I will say this: be careful letting your friends go with niggas, because niggas in college, there's gonna be a lot of rapes.
That's what
No,
I
like you know how like you want to be out. Like for me, like I was the type who always wanted to dance, shake my ass, blah blah blah. But it's like I would be dancing by myself, and then it's like some unwanted ass nigga trying to slide up in there. Like
So
protect your friend.
You want
like,
your friends to come in like security top
Yeah,
flight.
like,
Yeah, I see you.
back up. Like
Right.
That was me.
Pull a flashlight at a nigga face.
period. Like exit,
No,
stage left.
We see you. It ain't too dark in here.
Right, back the fuck up, nigga.
And always try to be up at the front. Like that was just a must for us. We was always at the front by the sound stage.
Being interactive.
Yeah, cause that's where the crowd really be at. Like if everybody gonna throw a dance and everybody trying to do a dance battle, it's all gonna happen at the front. So make your way up to the front.
I think in Memphis, like, I never really went to like any of the parties at the club, but I sure did go to a lot of the house
The
parties.
house parties and the
And the
cute
cute
dog
dog parties, oh my god, they had this. I don't know what that oil stuff is
I got
called,
picked up by Cuban
Oh
phone.
my god.
but you 3 cups of them and I was gone. Like that.
I got picked up
That's all I
by
needed.
before.
I remember when Fred pledged cute dog. And I was like,
And that nasty.
you remember Fred? He was so fine.
They
You know he got a
nasty.
daughter now.
No comment.
He was so fine.
Oh, did y'all ever talk to somebody in Greek? I got one. No, I had a few Greek.
That kept you from dating anybody.
Yes, it did. Okay, so
Cause a lot of niggas, you know, they want to fuck. If she ain't down to fuck, it's on the, you know,
Because
they.
it's college. Because that's what
no, it was either that or it was like, oh, you uncharted territory. I'm not gonna touch
Or
you.
you
Like
stuck
it was.
up. Or,
Yeah, no, it wasn't. I was
I got
stuck
that
up.
a
It was
lot.
like I don't want the burden of being a first. Whatever a first is, like back up.
But I would rather have somebody that's clean than somebody that doesn't, you know, that's out
Yeah,
there
which-
sleeping around.
Yeah, but it's like you drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning. Everybody at cookout.
Niggas weird, bro.
And then everybody break off into their faction. So it's like, I wasn't a part of that.
It's okay though.
I
That's
never-
okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
You ain't miss out on nothing. You
I
really
did.
didn't. You really didn't. Like, I know me and Demonte, like, we was never, I don't want to say, like, we got into, like, relationships. Maybe, like,
We got into
situationships. And they were horrible. They were a waste of time.
Oh,
You know,
man.
a lot of the guys were very manipulative.
Or, honey, I almost had somebody. Put their hands on me. No, for real. He threatened me. The one that looked like Morris Chestnut.
Oh,
That man was
he was
fine.
fine.
I'm not gonna lie, he was.
Now, let me
But-
tell you, in Memphis,
Didn't know
is the
that.
camera rolling? Let me tell you something about these Memphis niggas, okay? They talk good. No, they niggas. They talk good and they slick. Everything they say come out their mouth sound, it just feel like butter. And you be falling for it. But they don't mean you no good.
I can't say yes or no to that because like my boyfriend, he's technically from Memphis, but
He
like,
was slick.
When you're ready. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. You are my love.
Oh, no.
A few moments later.
What was the most college-y, stereotypically college thing that you guys have ever done?
Fast one. No, dead
He
ass.
said that with a passion.
For real, you know.
I can't say ramen noodles because I like force myself to not buy ramen noodles.
Ramen. That was it. That was all you did. That's all
No,
you got from that.
No, yeah, because you know everybody
From this whole
everybody be like, college. You know, you be so broke, all you eat is ramen
You
noodles.
do. College
But
is the most
I was
brokest
never
fun
that broke.
Oh,
Okay,
well, from
okay.
different experiences.
Tamara, we can all be blessed. Okay, not right now. Okay, you know, I think college for most people is like probably the most fun. It's brokest time
It
of their
is.
life. You know, you have fun, but you broke at the same time.
But I worked a lot, so I mean.
Yeah. And maybe in college, I tried to maintain a job or whatever and go to school just to balance it all because I mean I had a car as well and I had to maintain the maintenance on that.
Well,
as
what
well
was
as,
your version of going to college and working? Because see, me, I was managing a restaurant, and I
I
feel
did
like some
retail.
people be trying to
Yeah, you worked at Forever 21.
I worked at Forever 21.
full
So, I
time,
mean,
part
like,
time.
well, I was okay. Can I get to my story?
Okay.
Shit, you gonna make me skip everything. So trying to like work through like going to school and having a job or whatever, I tried to balance it all, but in the end I couldn't because I was trying to maintain like these real world responsibilities like rent and shit. Cause that shit gonna get you. So
what we fucked up was moving on.
yeah, and
We
you know what?
stayed over there
Stay your ass on campus.
I will
I
second
don't care if they ghetto, they raggedy, living in
And
a
we, I
cinder block.
wasn't even ready.
Stay on campus.
We
It's
just wanted to
cheaper
be
that
done.
way. You not gonna have to worry. I mean, technically you get a little bit more money back on your refund. And in the end, you know, that's really why we did it.
Wants to get some money, man.
Little
For
extra
spring
money.
break. So we can go to
So-
Panama too.
So, you know,
but the extra bill.
but
Right.
in the end, look where we at now. We ended up not staying in college because of that reason. So, I mean, it wasn't solely on that reason, but more than like, I mean, you know, ultimately, with it all boiled down to it, that's what it was.
I think,
Did you lose focus after you left campus, making it not so much of a lifestyle?
Because at that point, you're trying to balance a life.
yeah.
It's not
I think-
necessarily college that you're
And we
balancing.
didn't even-
It's
We didn't stay in ugly
everything.
apartments. We stayed in nice. Our apartments were nice.
It
that
was
was on
it
campus.
was student. Oh yeah, well yeah.
You know, the only thing that I would have complained about was, you know, sharing a living space with other people. Like, oh, so nasty. That was the only thing that bothered me. So, you know, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna move with my best friend. We gonna get us an apartment. You know, and we was like, we're gonna use our refund check and we gonna do this, but it was just like it just wasn't planned out right. So I would just say, just stay on campus. You know, I think for me it was not going to class. Like I lost my drive after a while, especially like sitting. It was like the more I moved up in college, the longer my classes got. Like 3-hour class. I'm like, what am I gonna learn for 3 hours? Like I just felt like I was learning the same thing I learned in high school, just on a higher level. Like that's how I felt. Especially,
I'm sorry, but just to piggyback off what you were saying about in high school, what you were learning, like when going to these schools or whatever, like will they focus on different types of crafts? Like the high school we went to, necessarily that's how it was. It's just the same stuff, but on a different level.
A broader level,
It was more in depth, but you still learned essentially the same thing. So
Just
in a way, in the long run, you can either let college help you or affect you, but you can also, if you don't go to college, it's still a
still have
greater
opportunity.
opportunity in the world for you to outcome, you know, these college stereotypes.
I think in our generation and the times that we're in, it's a lot of stuff that you can do without a degree. You know, I think back in the day, you know, with our parents and stuff like that, they had to have a degree, you know, to get good jobs. But
We have to think of
now,
where they were coming from.
yeah, but now, like, you got kids out here starting their own businesses, making millions of dollars, and they don't have a college degree. You got people out here doing
all
stuff.
I gotta do is make it on YouTube.
That too. In social media, it's plenty of money to be made on those platforms. Like, you know, unlike you know, you going to school for law, if you want to be a doctor and stuff like that, I feel like, you know, you have to go to school for that. But if you have a desire to do something else by any means, if you're an artist, do your own work. You ain't gotta go to school to be an artist. If you can draw, you can draw. They started this.
Right.
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
But I feel like
They
if
started
I know the
school, so they
law,
can
I know
learn.
the law. So I really feel like I
But
could
that's
probably.
so
but that's
degree.
different.
I feel like I could
Stuff like
personally
that.
represent somebody and get them off. We used to do youth court in high school, and I was a shit. Like I
But, like,
know,
That's different though, T. That's
But
different.
it's like I feel like if law comes naturally to me, let me represent you. I'll help you get your
well, you know they
Independent law firm.
they will get you. They'll get you for that.
Right.
Practicing without a license, they
Mhm.
will. They'll,
But I can
And then
represent
you still
myself
be
just
represented.
fine. But I look.
But in the end, it's still
Would
would
y'all
be against the
would
law.
y'all take the same route that you took?
you know what? I'll say this. I probably wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. I feel like if I had started pursuing what I wanted to do when I got out of high school, I would be somewhere different now. I also feel like if I didn't go, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. I feel like when I went to college, I knew what I wanted to do, but now I have like a more in-depth, understanding of what it is I want to do and what my purpose is. Back in that time, I was just going because I thought I had to go to learn this. But half the stuff I learned on YouTube University, period. So
I've been
hey.
telling everybody I got certified into university.
I mean, there's so many. You can go to Everest. There's so many online schools these days.
Not ever.
You can do a little 12-month program and be done. College. Who did that commercial? Romeo.
Romeo.
Yeah, he look cute. He look cute. Pie.
Monte, you
What was the question?
would you take the same route?
But I take the same route in like going to college or whatever.
Finishing, not finishing.
Yeah, look, she's laughing too. Look, she said.
She's high on Doritos.
Would I make the same choice in going to college? Is that what you're asking? I would say there's definitely a lot of benefits, like pros and cons when you go to college or whatever, and it also is when not going to college. So but it all depends on where you go with either of them. So, actually going to college and then stopping and, deciding to, not pursue that anymore. I've gotten into the work field and I've noticed that, maybe college was probably the best route for some effect. By now I probably would have graduated with like a business degree or something of that nature. And now I could pursue, my own business dealings instead of having to work for somebody else.
Not
So now-
saying that won't happen.
Now, and not saying I can't do that just doing the day-to-day saving up, hustling and doing things of that nature. But it's gonna, it's not necessarily going to be as easy because I don't have that backing. I don't have that necessarily knowledge. Everything that I'm doing now, I have to teach myself, so to speak. I can't teach myself like anything about taxes or, I could, obviously, it will take time because I don't know that. In college, they teach me that. So I have to, it's about, when not going to college, it's about taking the effort to actually teach yourself because you're going to college to be taught. So it just depends on how you take it and where you go with it. But I would have stayed in college, and if I had the money to go back, I would.
I think we all know my answer. I mean, I finished. Yeah. I have plans to go back to law school. So I finished school early, 2 years early. So, I took a break and, I tried to jump back into school for a different thing. And then like most of y'all in your undergrad, it was too much trying to manage a full-time real job, paying bills, and trying to go to school online. That's too much. I feel like I'm a very in-person learner, hands-on learner. So I couldn't manage that. So I do plan to go back to law school. Not saying that I have to, just graduating with a bachelor's degree. I've surpassed every label somebody would have put on me at this point in my life. But yeah, would you expect your kids to go, even though y'all ain't finished? Like, because I know, like, with parents, like, you have these high expectations, but it's like,
and that goes along with like generational curses.
I know. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said about, you know, learning, teaching yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like with me not going to college, I've been able to learn, you know, on my own, not just what someone is telling me. You know, and that's a lot of times what we fall victim of is just listening to what they're telling us, but not doing our own research. Because you can learn at your own pace. I learned, you know, practically really fast on my own pace. But when you you know, listen, going to school, they are teaching you. But what are you really learning? Are you, you know, reading stuff outside of school? Are you really trying to learn yourself? So that's one thing that I've been practicing on. I've really learned a lot just within the past couple months about certain stuff. You know, when it comes to kids, if they want to go to school, they want to go to school. But it's not something I'm going to be like, you have to go to school, because I'm not going to force my child to conform their expectations. So whatever you want to do, if you want to start a business, do that. If you want to travel and backpack across the world, do that. I'm not gonna force you to go get an education so you can go work for the white man. That's how I see it. Because that's really all college is. Like, and a lot of people who graduate college, I worked in the alumni hall. A lot of them calling, hey, can you help me find a job? And they graduated in 2013, 2012, and still haven't found a job. So it's like, it's hard for black people. Let me rephrase that. It's hard for black people to find a job in their fields. White people can graduate from college and go get a job as soon as they graduate.
In corporate America.
Black people, it's going to take them a little longer. A lot of black people who graduate from college with degrees start their own businesses. Why? Because they can't go get a job with bachelor. So,
I mean, I ain't going to dispute that, because I started looking for a job months before I was set to graduate, and by the time my graduation came and went, I still hadn't found a job in my field, so I had to settle. And still, I'm not technically in my field. The job I have now, I have opportunities to maybe pursue my field later on, but as of right now, it's like, I'm glad I don't have any student loans, which that would be my final question. It would be like, time, Sam, put a price on it.
And that's another thing. You go to school, you got loans. Now you get out, you got to pay that back.
Right.
So that's what you got to do. You got to go work a regular 9 to 5.
Right.
And it's not right. It's not. It's like.
And at the end of the day, they put like, with student loans, they put like a moral obligation on you that if you go to school and we give you our money, that you have to pay us back.
You got to pay them back more than what they gave you.
But
listen, wait. Y'all made me lose my train of thought. Go ahead.
No, but I feel like the downside or the caveat to that is a lot of young black people go to college and they see this lifestyle that they wasn't brought up in, and they take them student loans because they want a flash, not thinking that if I do somehow graduate, I gotta pay this back, whether you do or you don't.
Right.
Whether you do or you don't. You still gotta pay it back. So, like, I've always told people, do not take more than what you need. Like, because if you taking out a loan for $8,000, if your semester cost is like $5,000-$6,000, you're trying to flex off of money that's not yours. Like, it's yours for the moment, but it's not yours. You want to buy the new designers. You want to stay up, but like when all this stuff is gone, you don't have it.
And a lot of that money be gone within the next couple weeks.
Because they spend it.
You know,
Fashion Nova, let me give me some Gucci belts, Gucci socks, so I can pop out to the party and be fresh. But it's like, I never spend my money on none of that.
But what about 30 years from now, or at least 10 years from now? You gonna have all that same stuff, you know? Are you spending that money on that?
Outgrow it.
But you also have to think about it. How old are we? Most of us going into college are 18, 19. And we're going in not living, and that's how they get you. Not living in state, because we moved away. When we're going in by ourselves and we get a refund check, we're surviving. It's not necessarily about, going to get a belt or whatever. At the same time, I'm going to give me a couple rags. I'm going to give me a couple rags.
It is some people out there that just do unnecessary
you also have to think about, shit, I also got to eat next week. I got a car note. I got a phone bill. I may got people at home, you know, if I need to, that I need to call on. But at the same time, I'm also out here by myself. So it's about, like, am I going to be an adult about the situation to survive on my own? Or am I going to be immature about the situation to where I have to depend on somebody else? So, not even around me to support me.
With the refund check, what I would have done differently was what I know now is I would have invested that money. So that when time came, that money would be a triple profit. You know,
Here's my house.
you know, every refund check should be an investment, you know, in something, whether that be stock or a business venture, like something to like maintain an income. But instead, you know, we would just blow it because we didn't know no better. Like, we just 18, 19 years old. And that's how they get a lot of kids with the, you know, oh, well, you got to go to school, but you can't afford it. Here, come take all these thousands of dollars. We'll pay for it. Then, not to mention that, you'll get a little bit back, you know, with your refund. But you got to get your books with that. So, you know.
At one point, I had $20,000 saved up. Just on refund checks. Refund checks and working. Do I got $20,000 in my bank account? Hell no, because, you know, like, but, like, that was, everybody, all my friends knew, like, if they wanted to go out, like, nobody, I couldn't have the excuse of I ain't got no money. Because everybody always was like, Tamara, you don't even pay for school, like, you do got money. You got money. Like,
it's like, just because I don't pay for school don't mean that.
Exactly.
Don't
but
mean
it's
I got money.
I may have money, but it may not be money to spend.
Right.
So that's what
that's what
you
have to forget the money, the now money, and like, I always had a habit of feeling like if I dipped into my savings account that I owed myself that money back. So, like, I always was owing myself, so I can never be comfortable with, you know, I get paid. It's like, now I owe myself $500 for when I took it out and spent this. So it's like, you got to get in the habit of repaying yourself. So that way,
10%,
whenever you are on your own and you're out of college and you got bills, like, you're already in a habit of keeping yourself afloat, keeping yourself responsible, so you won't miss. Because, like, if I miss a payment, if I miss a due date, like, all hell gonna break loose. I don't like to be late on nothing. I don't want no late charges, no late fees, no nothing.
And I think a lot of people don't know that your student loans go on your credit. Like, I think that's
they on there right now.
ASAP. You get 6 months after they realize you stopped going to school.
What do they call that?
Grace period.
Grace period. But then after that, they want you to start making payments
and paying them. And
that's what they give you.
That's, mind you, not even if you even graduate.
Oh, and if you graduated,
and you didn't even get a job in the field that you still gotta pay.
Now you gotta go out and try to find something to make ends
Walmart.
Yeah, make ends meet
you
on
working at Starbucks and waiting tables.
Because, you know, they tell you your senior year.
No offense to those people, because they got good benefits. They got good benefits. But at the end of the day, that's not what you went to school for. That's not what you got all those loans for.
Free school through Starbucks.
But then it's like, isn't senior year supposed to help you?
What you say? Say it again for the camera.
You can get 4 free years of school through ASU online. They have tons of different degrees.
Through Starbucks.
Working at Starbucks.
That's for the people.
See, that's how they get you.
But you know what?
They make you have to stay at Starbucks.
So you can go to school, but and at the end of the year,
but they don't care. Starbucks genuinely cares about your progression. They tell you that specifically, and that's why they give you ASU. They're like, want you to go and better yourself. That's for people that didn't have, like, a good opportunity as well, you know, giving somebody an outlet to even just do something they wanted to do in their life.
Wow,
so
that's inspiring.
And in, like, your senior year college, they're supposed to, like, help you get into, like, internships. Like, at some point in time in your senior year, you're already supposed to be doing internships in your field of study.
Right.
So if you're doing an internship, you should be able to get a job.
And if you ain't doing an internship, you're doing something wrong. Because internships leads to jobs. Hello.
But you don't necessarily have to wait to go last year. I did an internship.
They want me to do one our second year. I was like,
that would have been a good opportunity.
Where at? Because I ain't learned nothing about film.
Okay, so if you could give one piece of advice to sum up this whole video to the seniors of 2020, all those first year generation college students out there, all those who's trying something new for themselves, who got that chip on their shoulder that they got to make it for their family, for their siblings. If you can sum up one piece of advice if they're getting ready to head into the college world, or not, or even not going to college,
Just in the world, period.
yeah, in the world, like in adulthood, like you 18 now and you think everything changes, because it really don't change until you turn 21. Because like being 18, like you what do
depends on
change
the
is you can go to jail. You
People
can
think
go
when
to
they're
jail.
18 they grown. Like
You can go to jail.
It depends on your situation.
So don't get caught drinking and driving. Don't get caught with none of that because you're not grown. Because baby, you gonna mess up your life real quick.
You still go to jail.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
kiss somebody.
but you got a legal limit.
You kiss somebody, you go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna try you as an
An adult.
That means you're no longer 9. You're no longer 12. You're no longer 17.
You 18
You're an adult.
and you gonna be in jail till you 45. That's how they gonna
You're
do
doing
it.
65 life.
So what's your advice? So what is your advice to stay out of that situation?
My advice to anybody that's thinking about going to college or even after graduating high school is to one, take your senior year to understand that after this is life. Understand that after this you're gonna have responsibilities and obligations, and you're gonna have to set goals to be able to prosper during life.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you need to take the time out and understand what you want out of life and how you're going to get it. Now that's either going to college or either working and building yourself up from scratch to pursue what you want. And yeah, amen to that.
My advice would be, if you're going to college and you get refund checks, definitely invest in yourself. Invest in some type of stock. Start learning about investing, because when the time comes around for you to pay back student loans, you need to have the money for it. If you're not going to go to school, or even if you are going to school, I would just simply say, start reading and trying to figure out how you can create some type of wealth for yourself, because ain't nothing really out here but bills. Like, for real, bills is what's out here. So if you ain't got the money to pay the bills, you can't. You just survive.
Living.
Yeah. So it's like
you ain't even living.
It's
You
life.
you
existing.
surviving.
You
You're just trying to
existing.
survive.
You're just here.
So
It's a difference.
I would just say try to find something that you can do. Try to find out what it is, what's your purpose in life, because that's where it's going to come in. And I know for me, I went to school, thinking, oh, this is going to be a part of my purpose, not even realizing that my purpose was somewhere else. Find out who you are. Find out what your purpose is, what you really need to be doing in life. And just create generational wealth, because I ain't trying to have my kids out here doing the same thing I was doing, struggling, living check to check. My mama lived like that. I ain't trying to live like that.
I'm not trying to live like that. I can't live like that.
At all.
I can't. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
And it's really not. It's not that hard trying to get off the ground. Like, I feel like if you're doing it yourself and you going in on your business, it ain't no way out here for you to be broke. You gotta, but you can't give up. I think a lot of people think it's microwavable, but it's not. It's not.
It
Like,
takes
you gotta
time.
put in
That's a roast, baby.
the time. The same. If you put in 4 years in college, put 4 years into learning about your business, learning about this, and see where it be at. So,
Yeah, I definitely agree that you need to find yourself before you try to find yourself in the college world, because you can get lost. It's easy.
you get lost in
Especially
the
if you don't know what you want.
Yeah, but also, like, for me, I went in, I wasn't necessarily the first generation, because I have an older sister. She went to college, but then she didn't finish. So it's like, now that chip is on my shoulder. So first of all, take the chip off your shoulder. Take everybody's expectations out, whether it's your parents, your siblings. You need to do something for you. Like, if you're doing it for everybody else, that's probably the number one thing why you're going to fail, why you're not going to. Because that eventually, it's going to be too much. Like, passion. You're doing it for somebody else, and then you're going to get so overwhelmed, so consumed with the the reality of college, like, it's gonna be too much, and then you're gonna be back to square one, back to working, you know, McDonald's or Taco Bell, wherever. And maybe that's something you're fine with. And if it is, be fine with that. But don't go 6 hours away from your house. Don't go $20,000-$40,000 in debt to figure that out. Figure that out before you sign up for them first classes, before you step foot on that campus. Like, really watch Grownish, because I feel like that show is really real.
Yeah.
I relate to that show a lot. Like, they did a really good job portraying the reality of college. Like, I feel like everything in that show I've seen, I've been a part of, I've witnessed. So if you don't know about college, go watch Grownish. And then in the end, make sure you set yourself up for a prosperous future. Like, I took my refund checks and I invested it in a house. I always knew once I graduated I wanted to own a house. I didn't want to own a new car, nothing. I just wanted a house. So, like, know what you want to do once you're done with college. Are you going to go back for a master's? Are you done? Like, with my bachelor's degree, nobody else in my family has a bachelor's degree. So that could just be it for me. Like, I don't have to go to law school. And really, I want to join the FBI, so I really don't need to go to law school. So it's just like, don't sink yourself further. It's like, oh, I completed one degree, now I just got to do all these other ones, because you don't need them. Like,
push yourself if you don't have to.
Yeah, because you're going to overwork yourself. Have fun. Enjoy your experience. There's nothing like college. Like, there's nothing like college.
Experience for nothing.
Yeah, like,
good experience.
You meet a whole different world of people. Like, you learn yourself. Like, don't go in thinking that you have to make all these friends, because you're not going to leave with them. Like, the more friends you have, the worse it becomes as far as clashing, cliquishness, just the cattiness. Like,
trying to maintain it all.
Yeah, like,
you get lost in
thank you guys for joining us today. I hope this video has been helpful for you. I hope you've learned something from our experiences. Leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Like this video. Remember, our rule is subscribe, comment, then like. Okay? In that order. Okay? In that order.
Period, poo.
And don't forget to follow our guest hosts.
Oh, it's him, at him Demonte. Yeah.
And I am T. Louise.
And she has a channel as well.
I am T. Louise. This is my channel, literally. I think. Yeah.
And so yeah, the three amigos is out.